Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what I read in January, and also we're going to be picking my February TBR together. This is my first sit down video and I don't really know exactly how to review books that well, but I'm gonna just keep doing these every single month and hopefully I'll just get better at reviewing them. I'm first gonna start off with everything I read in January. So the first book that I finished in January is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is by Heather Fawcett. It took me a while to read this. It took me honestly like a small bit of December and then like a week in January because I was so sick when I read this book. I bought this edition in New York and it's just so gorgeous, like the edges that are like that. Love the colors that are on the cover. But this book was just like a cozy fantasy and it was so fun to read. I had a great time and the characters were really like likable and cute. I mean, not cute, I don't really know how to describe them. It's just like a really fun book and it honestly gave what it needed to give because I was in the mood for a cozy fantasy. I was just sick and I didn't need anything crazy. I was also sick in the Keys when I read this. Yeah, I was on vacation. I ended up rating this book at 3.5 stars, but I honestly would bump it up to 4 stars just because I think I was expecting more at the time, but honestly, now that I finished it, I thought it was a really fun story. Maybe if I wasn't sick, I would have been more into it. But I'm really excited to buy the second one also. The next book that I read is the second book in the Maple Hills series. It's Wildfire by Hannah Grace. We're not going to talk about the cover, but this book was cute. I honestly like forget a lot of it, but I did read this book in like 2 or 3 days. Definitely liked it better than Icebreaker though. I think it had way more plot and like character development. Also like the camp setting, I thought it was funny how they like, you know, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I just like the camp setting honestly, and I think the plot was a lot better than the first one. And I actually rated Wildfire 4 stars. The third book that I read in January was Things We Hide from the Light. She's pretty thick, but this is the second book in the, what is it? Hang on. It's called the Knock 'Em Out series. I was really surprised by this book because I gave the first one 5 stars. I don't know why. I really liked the first one. I read it in 2 days. This one took me, I mean, I was also on vacation all the time when I was reading this, so I think it took me a little over a week, but it was pretty good. I really liked the cover. Like, pink books will just do it every time. This one I rated 3 stars. I just thought that it was not as good as the first one and kind of, I don't know, like unrealistic and a bit cringy, like, to get through. I am excited for the third one. Like, oh my gosh, it's just a couple I've been waiting for. Okay, next, I know that I'm late on this train to reading this book, or not really late, but a little behind. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Definitely one of my new favorite books ever that I've ever read. It's so good, and it literally took me a day to get through. As you can tell, I rated this book 5 stars. If not, it's definitely a 6-star book for me. One of my all-time favorite reads. It's just so good. I just love beautiful writing in books, and this book definitely has beautiful writing. It's just so good. So basically this book is about 2 rivals in like a writing place. I don't really know, what is it called? The Oath Gazette in here, and they just fighting for a position, and they're, in the beginning they're enemies. I mean, it is an enemies to lovers trope. There's also a war going on with the gods, because this is also like a historical fantasy book. It's just so good, and if you haven't read this, what are you doing? Go get it right now and read it. I'm really bad at summarizing books. Like, it's so bad, and I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know what to do. The last book that I read in January is Ruthless Vows, which is the second book to Divine Rivals. Really, I'm not gonna lie, I'm 50% through this book because it is only January 29th. I will definitely have this finished by February. This book is so good. If not, like, this, it's literally like the same as the first one. It's so good. Where I'm at right now, yeah, I'm just eating it up personally. I can't wait to finish filming this video so that I can finish this book and read it. You definitely need to read this duology. I can't. I will probably be rating this 5 stars if we're being real. Overall though, I definitely had a really good reading month in January, and I'm so excited for what I'm gonna read in February, because if you didn't know, go watch my 18th birthday vlog because I bought so many books and now my TBR cart is full. Here's the bottom. Don't mind all the books over there. I'm like stamping them with my thing my boyfriend got me, my little like book embosser, to re-put them up on the shelves. Let's get into my February TBR. I have my Taylor Swift movie cup, and I have a bunch of prompts in here that I'm gonna pick out of. This is good because I'm a mood reader, so I don't know, I just pick up random stuff and I think this will give me variety. The first one is a book with a beautiful cover. I could do like a lot for this, honestly. Okay, One Dark Window has such a beautiful cover. I think it's gonna have to be one of these two. I decided to go with One Dark Window because like the gold is so pretty. There's something about it that I think is just beautiful. And I'm really excited to get to this read. Honestly, don't know anything about it. I know it's like fantasy or something, but I'm really excited. So here's the first book for February. I think I'm gonna pick 5 because oh my gosh, I have to read Magnolia Parks. Like, that's already one of them. That's a non-negotiable book that I have to read. I ordered the UK edition of that also. I'm so excited. A recently bought book. So basically, all of them. Hard because I don't know what I should go with because I've literally recently bought all of these basically. I'm currently stuck between 3. So first I have The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. This one's just like short and I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of deep books in February because like Magnolia Parks. And then I have Everything I Know About Love. I am so excited to get to this book. You have no idea. And then I have The Storied Life of AJ Fikry. Also, all these books are a little bit shorter just because I'm gonna have I mean, I heard Magnolia Parks is like a good 700 pages, so that's long. Out of these 3, I think I'm gonna go with The Storied Life of AJ Fikry. It's really different and it's super short, and then Haley Fam rated it like 5 stars. I bought this when I was in the Keys like a few weeks ago. It was at like a coffee shop dad's book. I was like, wait, I think it's a sign. And the guy that owned the coffee shop, he was like, this is actually one of my favorite books. So that made me really want to read it. All right, let's pick the next one. Wait, I don't even know where. Oh, number 3. Okay, number 3 was A Book That You Know Nothing About. I could have picked One Dark Window for that, but there's a lot, honestly, that I don't know anything about. So just give me a minute. Okay, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, there's only one book that I know absolutely nothing about, and it's Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I also own Yours Truly, so I'm really excited to get to this one so I could read that one. I don't know like the tropes, I don't know anything that goes on, I just know it's romance. Next, this is so fun, I don't want to like ever stop. Okay, I'm actually gonna pick 6, I think. Okay, a colorful book. I said I have a bunch of colorful books, but the one that I'm gonna go with is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This edition is really colorful, and like, honestly, you can't get more colorful than the edges being colorful. And look at how cute. Also, I know this is set during Valentine's Day, and February is literally all about Valentine's Day. I was definitely gonna read this anyways, but I literally saved it. Like, I got this book a few months ago and I literally saved it for the month of February. Okay, we only have 2 more left. That's so sad. I don't want this to be over. It's so fun. All right. Are you kidding me? Book that's been on your TBR the longest? I already know this one, like, so easily. So the book that's been on my TBR the longest is 6 of Crows. I've been hearing really good stuff about this, but I don't know if I'm ready to start another fantasy series. I mean, it's only 2 books, but I don't know. This is a lot. I'm starting 2 duologies in the same month. Here she is. She's also a little thick. I don't even know how many pages. Okay, she's only like 450. That's not too bad. But I've had this book since my freshman year of high school. And I'm in my senior year of high school. I just have not picked it up. I don't know why. The last one. Okay, the last one I got is a romance book. Since I'm not completely sure I could read all of these books, like, I really want to, but it's a lot. I'm gonna pick Magnolia Parks because there's just no way I'm not reading that book the day it comes out. So we're gonna add Magnolia Parks into the dark. I'm so excited. Also, I got my friend into reading, like my best friend into reading the Magnolia Park series, and she is flying through it, and it makes me so happy that I can actually talk about it with someone. So that is the end of picking our TBR and my January wrap up. Go through all the books that I picked. So the first book we picked was One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. The second book was The Storied Life of AJ Fikry. Third, we have Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Fourth is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Fifth is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And then our final book, the 6th book, is going to be Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. So yeah, here's all the books that we picked. If you guys want to keep updated on what I'm reading throughout the month or what I've read or anything like that, what's on my TBR, then you can follow my Goodreads. It'll be right here. and it will be also in the description. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to film these videos every month. You guys have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye!